Well, thanks for staying with us. It's time now for Media Watch, and Nicholas Rushworth is with us to bring us all the latest in that side of things. So, Nicholas, I imagine that what everyone's still talking about would be the events in the southwest of France that came to an end yesterday.
Toulouse and Montauban, you were there, and everybody in France was watching it, and it seems the whole of the world, because the French press have been picking up today about how much coverage there has been in the press. The website Arrêt sur Image, which is organised by Daniel Schneiderman, a well-known media commentator here in France. Now, he has a montage, a collage of different front pages. There are some selections from the Spanish press, sorry. You can see ABC there, and if I can just focus in on that, we can see that there the headline on ABC is the gunfire went in all directions as if it was in a video game, como en un videojuego. Further down there we can see La Vanguardia, El Enigma of Toulouse, the Toulouse Enigma, a reference there to all the questions that are being asked about the events this week, a multitude of them, which we've been covering extensively here on France 24. And another website is also looking at media coverage, pointing to one magazine, perhaps one of the most famous in the world, and that's on slate.fr. It has got this: Mr. Sarkozy, Nicolas Sarkozy, and he will be on the front page of the European editions of Time magazine for April the 2nd. And the question there, adieu, adieu, question mark, because the question in that piece, which is called French Toast, is Mr. Sarkozy going to be able to get any gain from these events in which he's shown himself so strong on security issues? And the argument in the piece there is that, well, he really faces the prospect of a single term, because what's in the mindset of French voters right now is not really security issues. It's all about the economy. One of the subheadings in that piece in Time is, "It's the economy stupid," and we've all heard that dozens of times. So these are the questions that are rattling away in French people's preoccupations.
Brilliant. Now, the events of the week have also raised concerns in the French press about media freedoms, because there's some possible changes lined up on that.
Well, as soon as the killing spree was over and the siege on Mohamed Merah took place, and the events came to a close, if you like, Nicolas Sarkozy announced there will be changes on legislation about the media and about the internet. So repeat visits to extremist websites will be legislated on. And the reaction was, well, when? That will be now? How will you do it? By decree? And of course, there's a big handicap, which is the National Assembly, the Parliament, is out of session because we're in election season. So this is something perhaps for later in the year for legislation. Now, journalists, meanwhile, are saying, hey, what about media freedom? We have to consult these extremist websites to do our work. So this is a reaction from one of the people at Reporters Without Borders here in Paris. She is saying, well, this could be a clampdown on the internet.
Clearly, we can understand the emotion surrounding such a tragedy, but the thing is we should not miss the target here. The target is not internet, the target are terrorists, and we would like to see the authorities currently focusing on the real problems, the real author of the threats, and not on a vague measure that is aimed at curbing freedom of information online.
Now, one magazine here in France is reporting how events are being seen on pro-Al-Qaeda website, isn't it?
Well, the magazine L'Express is picking up what the reactions are among the pro-Al-Qaeda website, the jihadists, and there's, you can see the headline there, Comment Al-Qaeda récupère l'affaire Merah sur l'Internet. And basically there, the argument is that, well, he's being hailed as a hero, Mohamed Merah. He's being called Youssef al-Firanse, Youssef le Français, Youssef the Frenchman. And the argument is, the political analysis in that L'Express piece is, well, there is no specific connection with Al-Qaeda as yet, definitively on paper about this. But what Al-Qaeda is seeking to do is to take advantage and to say we're still present in Europe. And the analysis in that piece is saying, in fact, Al-Qaeda has not had any successful hits since 2005, July 2005, and the series of attacks in London. So that's the comment there on L'Express about the jihadist forums. And just to end quickly there, I'm turning to another local paper here in France, West France, and there's a man called Mohamed Merah, and he's having a dreadful time because he's not the man in Toulouse, he's actually in Lyon, and his life has been hell. And in that piece in West France, he's saying, I've been lynched on Facebook for having that name. So that's...
Brilliant. Well, thanks for casting your eye over events for us. Nicholas Rushworth there with Media Watch. Well, do stay with us. Coming up, more news and analysis from our France 24 team, including a look at the situation in Toulouse and in Afghanistan. The US soldier who was accused of having killed 17 civilians has now been charged